Hey guys, welcome back to our YouTube video. Ever since Michael Carrick took over the caretaker job at Man United, he's been doing pretty well. But I want to take it to the next level because they've been in some pretty good form. But I want to make sure that that form continues. And I'll only be ending this video when Manchester United return to winning the Premier League. And the first game of this career mode is a 2-2 draw with Arsenal. And the first sale of the video is Luke Shaw to Everton for £12.5 million. After 12 years, he finally leaves Manchester United. We've signed Jerry Tielemans from Aston Villa. And I have a feeling he's going to be decent. And we've got him for £54 million. Tyrell Malacia goes to Real Betis on a free. Aiden Heaven's gone on a 6-month loan to Tottenham Hotspurs to help them survive relegation. Ugarte has left Man United for Nottingham Forest in a deal worth £23 million. We have signed Mac DeMarco for £53 million from Inter Milan. This is the current state of the United team. Not too bad, but we still got a long way to go for to win the Premier League. Montano's gone on loan to Stoke City. Don't know who he is. And Chido Obi's gone to FC20 for 2 years. Diogo Dalot has finally left United. He's gone to Crystal Palace for £20.2 million. And Shea Lacey and Kobe Mainu have both gone on loan. Liverpool's an interesting choice. And we've given Bruno Fernandes a new contract, so he's staying, folks. And clearly the players have still got contact with Garnacho because there's been a tactical breach. Jack Fletcher and Lenny are both going on loan. And Stoke City have paid the buy option for Montano. United's backup keeper Altay Bayende has gone to Wolves, so clearly he wants to spun the championship. United finished the season in 6th on 58 points. Arsenal won the league. City got 2nd. Villa 3rd, Liverpool 4th, Newcastle 5th, and I don't see Chelsea or Tottenham Hotspurs. Yep, Chelsea finished in 11th and Spurs finished in 12th, so that's great. Sunderland fell down to 16th, West Ham, Wolves and Burnley all got relegated. And it seems as fair to qualify for the Champions League has made it so that we cannot gain any funds from selling players, so that makes this season very interesting because I was going to get rid of a lot of players, but now we've got to change plans. This is how bloated our squad is, so you can see that this is really difficult and came at the wrong time. And I thought Chelsea had a lot of players. I mean, look at how many players here at United right now. And I've sold half of them still. Okay, not half, I sold a lot of them. And our first piece of business is signing Elliot Anderson from Nottingham Forest for £52.5 million. Joshua Xerxes going back to United plus £19 million swap deal for Conrad Lima. And this is a transfer that almost happened in real life. It's Emiliano Martinez to Man United. Cost us £18 million. And just to make sure United fans know this is their United, we've signed Michael Keane for £5.9 million. Rashford's gone on loan to Tottenham for 2 years. Interesting one there. Aiden Heaven's also gone on loan to Brighton though. Basically, don't expect any sales. Everybody's going on loan. Ethan Wheatley now. Ethan Williams is left though. I mean, who is he? And Sander Menz has gone on loan to Newcastle. Now that we've got Emi Martinez, we don't really need him and we want him to develop still. And this is how our team is gonna look for the beginning of this season. Definitely not bad, but the centre backs could be a bit better. And Diego Leon and Patrick Dogo have both gone on loan. And Jadon Sancho's copied Rashford and gone on loan to Aston Villa. I'll admit this was definitely overpaying for Jacob Murphy, but I needed a backup winger and I just paid his release clause. I did not realize his value was that low though. And Andrea Lana's gone on loan to Burnley for 2 years. Yeah, what a fall off, man. And you can see here the modern era of football. The chairman has asked us to change our tactics away from standard. And I actually did because our season was going really bad. We were 10th in the Premier League after 13 games, so we had to change the tactics. And after doing so, we actually ended up beating Chelsea 3-2. So hopefully this can be the start of a new era. We actually ended up winning Manager of the Month after that. And after halfway point of the season, we were 4th, but then during the later stages, we fell back down to 5th and very far off Liverpool. Because United finished 5th in the Premier League table, it means we have only one more chance at qualifying for the Champions League, and it is the Europa League final because the coefficient spot doesn't work properly in FC26. So we have got to win this game against Newcastle, otherwise we will not qualify for the Champions League.
It is Manchester United up against Newcastle United.
Well, what a brilliant match this promises to be. Two teams who thoroughly deserve to be here. Let's hope they perform to the levels that we know they can, because this should be a cracker.
Early in the game, Walter Mata makes a reckless challenge from behind and he somehow escapes a booking from the referee. I don't understand how this isn't even a yellow. He gets no ball and takes up the play from behind. That should be a red. The first half was very uneventful. Hopefully the second half is much better.
And possibilities here. Can he do it to take the lead? Oh yes! Manchester United have made the opening statement in this final. They take the lead.
Manchester United get first blood in the Europa League final, and we are on our way to the Champions League. And Newcastle United searching for the equalizer. It's a good cross, but a poor header. Martinez be able to catch it. It's good play by United, as Bruno Fernandes had a chance to seal the game. Shot the keeper, but it does not matter. Manchester United win the Europa League, and that means that we will be playing in the Champions League next season, which means a one step closer to the Premier League title, as being in the Champions League means we have more money to sign more players and better players. It's crazy because Mazzari has such an amazing diagonal ball to Cunha, but he has been sold to Frankfurt for 19.5 million. Thank you for your services. United ended the Premier League season by losing to Ipswich Town, and you can see how they ended up finishing 5th. Tottenham finishing above them, and Bryan Mbeumo was the second top goal scorer, above Erling Haaland and below Victor Gyökeres, and Samuel Wilson-Odobert is 4th. And in the Europa League, Jacob Murphy was the second best player. Bryan Mbeumo was the 4th based on average ratings. Cunha and then Bryan Mbeumo got the next best goals for United, and Yuri Tielemans topping the assist charts. Jacob Murphy doing a job actually. We have got Eder Militao from Real Madrid for 47 million. Rasmus Højlund has left the club on a permanent deal to Napoli for 28 million. We've also sold Shea Lacey and Mason Mount to Palace for 10 million. That one hurts because he was meant to be our star boy at Chelsea, but he left. Jack Fletcher's also left. And Kobe Mainoo's gone on loan to Newcastle this time. We've signed David Hanko as a backup option at centre back for 36 million from Atletico. We have signed Bradley Barcola from PSG for 75 million euros. Now this is probably not the most realistic signing, but it's Manchester United, they can sign anybody, to be honest. Now as a Chelsea fan, this one hurts a bit. I am wearing a Chelsea shirt, but I have signed Reece James from Borussia Dortmund for 30 million, so he was quite cheap actually.
I'm like, what do you say fuck me for?
I know United fans are gonna like this one, but in the career mode he just was not really that high rated. He was not really helping the team. Amad Diallo's gone to Tottenham Hotspurs for 29 million euros. And Rashford has finally left United. He's gone to Newcastle for 22 million, and here's an emotional post by United to say goodbye to him. Andre Nana's gone out to Brighton for 9.5 million. We have signed Patrick Schick, who was at Real Madrid. We needed a backup striker, so I decided to sign him. We've also signed Jacques Cancelo from PSG for 17 million, another backup player. Now this is gonna upset a lot of people. Bruno Fernandes has gone to Crystal Palace. So when Crystal Palace came in for 100 mil, I had to accept it. I had to. I'm sorry, but Bruno's gone. He's gone to Crystal Palace. This is a goodbye message, so that's something. Now another one United fans won't really like. We've sold Lisandro Martinez for 31.7 million euros to Arsenal. And we have got Sandro Tonali in midfield to replace him for 82 million. We've signed Dean Henderson back from Crystal Palace as a backup goalkeeper. Because we won the Europa League, we've got the Super Cup, which can be a way to earn a little bit more extra money. It's also a debut for some of the new signings like Bradley Barcola. And Manchester United started the Super Cup as the better of the two sides, and they were getting chance after chance, but they were unable to score. Even going into the second half, they were still the better team until they got the chance that could change it all.
Looking ball. Oh, could be a chance. A goal! The opening statement of the match. A richly deserved lead, and now they can celebrate.
Bradley Barcola gets his first Manchester United goal against Atletico in the Super Cup, but this is when Atletico grew into the game and they were able to grab an equalizer to make it 1-1. It was Gabriel Martinelli who scored it. It brought the game into extra time, where United would have to do it all over again and try to get themselves back in the lead.
Oh yes, what a pass. Could be a chance. Oh, they've done it. They've forged ahead, and it might be the goal that gives them victory.
And Bryan Mbeumo was the match winner as United went on to lift the trophy, beating Atletico Madrid 2-1 after extra time. And there's a picture of Yuri Tielemans with the trophy. This is the current state of the United team. It's definitely getting better. Vitek has left the club. And if we take a look here again at the players, we can see we have two 90 overall players. Both Mbeumo and Tielemans have grown to 90 overall. We are near the halfway point of the season. Manchester United are in second place behind Manchester City after 14 games. And they do keep it up to the halfway point, which means we could be in for a thrilling title race. Now this changes everything. We've gone full circle. Where last time we could not make any money from player sales, we now make 100% on player sales.
and usually you only make about like 75 or something like that % of their sales, but this is huge for our title chances.
We have decided to sell Mac DeMarco to Athletic Club for 95 million euros. That's got to be the record fee for a left back.
Conor Lama has departed to Arsenal.
Elliot Anderson has gone back to his boyhood club Newcastle United for 75 million euros. He wasn't really developing much. He only went up by like 1 or 2 ratings.
And Jacob Murphy's left on a free, so goodbye, mate. We've also signed Polinia, Lewis Dunk, and Tyreek George as some good squad options.
Patrick Dogo, who in real life is in pretty good form, has gone to Chelsea for 30.4 million euros. And to replace both Mac DeMarco and Patrick Dogo, we have signed Nuno Mendes from PSG for 95 million euros. Matthias de Ligt has gone back to Juventus for 62 million euros. I reckon sell the career mode so far. Matheus Cunha has gone to Liverpool for 102.5 million. Now that's also going to be a bit of a setting one, but I feel like Cunha's the kind of player to stay at United for a few years and leave. We still got Mbemo though. So we have signed Jude Bellingham for Real Madrid for 160 million euros. I'm pretty sure that's the record fee in the Premier League, and it only makes sense to go from Real Madrid, most Champions League in history, biggest club in the world probably, to probably the biggest club in England. I feel like it makes sense, especially now that United are good again. We have signed Jude Bellingham, and that is 100% an upgrade on Bruno Fernandes and Matheus Cunha.
And we beat Everton 4-1, which shows how good this team is.
Now this one, Benjamin Sesko, has gone to Brighton for 113 million euros. That is a lot of money. I don't know where Brighton got that money from. I think it was time for him to move on. He was actually pretty good in terms of rating. His stats were kind of mid, but I feel we can do better at the striker department.
The Champions League group phase is over, and here are a few of the playoffs, but we don't really care about that. Arsenal vs City is a big one though. Manchester United got second in the group phase, just behind AC Milan, but they were quite close. Literally only 1 point off.
Second biggest transfer, basically the new Anthony Martial. It's Ousmane Dembele from PSG for 137.6 million euros. And I feel like we have a pretty good shot at winning the Premier League now. Ronald Araujo signed him from Barca, 50 million, opposite of PK. Nice backup centre back.
Man United is still able to keep up with Man City, and
now that we've made all of these signings and we are doing pretty well in the table, I think we can actually do this.
now of course the Champions League is going on, and we do want to win that, although this video is up with the Premier League. We beat Arsenal 3-2 in the first leg of the Champions League round of 16, and we lose 2-1 in the second leg, but go through on penalties. We faced Napoli in the quarterfinals of the UCL. We drew 2-2 in the first leg, and we're able to beat them 1-0, so we go through 3-2 on aggregate. And here's a look at some of the games that simulated. How did we lose to Southampton in the Premier League? I don't know, but we do face PSG in the quarterfinals of the Champions League. Yeah, some interesting losses against some interesting teams, but it's alright, we care about the Premier League. We stole some of PSG's best players, and now we play them and they beat us in the first leg 1-0. So this second leg will decide if you make it to the UCL final, and we're able to beat them 2-0, which means we go through 2-1 on aggregate. Now this is a big game, and very much could be a title decider. United beating City 2-0 means they now have advantage for the final games, but then they draw 2-0 with Burnley. We're gonna have to get real into this one. Currently top of the table still with 2 games remaining. Next game for United is Leeds, and the next game for City is Newcastle. Chelsea in 3rd, Liverpool 4th, Arsenal 5th. Leeds United succumbed to a 3-1 defeat at United.
Now we're on to the final game of the Premier League season, and this will decide whether United win the Premier League or not. Manchester City are second, so it is between the 2 Manchester clubs. And before we do that, let's go to the Champions League final. Although it happens later, I want you guys to stick around to the end to see.
Well, today we're set to witness a matchup that all football fans will truly relish. The stakes are high and the excitement undeniable.
And this is the Champions League final for the ages. Manchester United vs Liverpool. Matheus Cunha is playing against his former club, as you saw in the intro there. This is gonna be an interesting final. Michael Carrick has worked hard to get here, but the main goal is still the Premier League. We do not want to lose in the Champions League, especially against Liverpool.
The stage is set for Manchester United-Liverpool Champions League final. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you're enjoying this video.
It's James' delivery. He got his head to it, but has missed horribly. Poor effort.
Not a great shot by Ousmane Dembele there. A beautiful cross by Reece James, but Dembele just heads it over the crossbar.
That's a lovely ball. There might be something building now. Oh, what a chance! And it's there! The opening goal on Derby Day sparks
as you can see, he just about gets that right. Some would say it's slightly lucky, I would say it's perfect placement.
And after that goal, Liverpool became extremely motivated and started having the bulk of the chances, almost scoring a free goal there. Martinez just about saving himself. And then there was this interesting miss here. I don't know how that's not gone in.
And it's opened up. And they've levelled it up. Nothing to split them once more.
Well, here it is again. The through ball is absolutely inch perfect, and it makes the striker's job so easy. All he has to do is make the right connection. It's a lovely goal.
Liverpool equalised and United need another goal as they get a great chance.
Chance to go ahead. And he tried to place it into the goal. It'll be head down and hit next time. He's certainly made his mark on the game. Now time for someone else to have a go.
I just wanted to show that substitution animation. I thought it looked cool. Anyways, it's 1-1 and we go into extra time yet again, just like in the Super Cup.
Mendes. Could get it over now. Oh, should score. Oh, that must mean the cup's been won. What incredible late drama. What a moment for them. Now they can start to think about the celebrations because they're almost there.
Well, it's great awareness of space in the box, and then he shows a lot of composure with the finish. That's a clever goal.
Jude Bellingham with a beautiful finish to put Manchester United back in front in the Champions League final.
And that full-time whistle will sound so sweet. They've done it.
They certainly have, and they deserve to do it as well. They were the better team today. They were absolutely excellent.
Disappointment on one side is mirrored by wonderful scenes of celebration. All those tired legs are forgotten now.
And Man United are back as champions of Europe. They beat Liverpool 2-1. It's insane that they got Liverpool in the Champions League final, and now they're going to battle with Man City for the Premier League title.
And with respect for the home crowd here, the story isn't about them. There's a title there to be won by the visitors. It's Bournemouth, and they take on Manchester United.
It all comes down to this. All of the players that have left the club, all of the players that we have signed, it was all for this, the moment of truth. Can Manchester United win the Premier League for the first time since 2013?
Erling Haaland finally reclaims his crown as the top goal scorer, and Bremo still second with 25. The first big chance of the game falls into Bournemouth's hands, and it's wide. So close, yet so far. Bournemouth clearly the better team in the early stages of this game as they get another chance, but Adley is in an offside position, so it wouldn't have counted anyways. I don't know why it took so long for them to call it.
It's ended not so good. Oh, could be here. And it's on here. And it's there. They have a goal. And they have the lead.
To be honest, I don't know what's wrong with these commentators and cutting all of their lines short. They love to do it. But Bradley Barcola has scored the goal that could give Manchester United the Premier League crown. In a similar position to where he scored against Liverpool in the Champions League final, although it is quite a different finish and angle. But I mean, it's a finesse shot from the left hand side of the pitch. That's the only similarity, to be honest. But United are in pole position to lift the Premier League trophy. It may only be the first half, but I think it's fair to say that Manchester United are going to win the Premier League. They go 2-0 up against Bournemouth. Brian and Bremo scoring the all-important goal.
And all over for the season. They are the champions.
Well, just look at the players' reaction. A mixture of relief, joy, a bit of exhaustion there as well. What a great achievement.
And Manchester United have finally won the Premier League after 15 years without the top flight trophy. They have finally done it.
Get this party started. winning the knockout competitions is all well and good, but there's something extra special about winning the title over the course of a whole season.
And what a great achievement for this club. These are photos that are going to be cherished for a long time to come.
For those of you who stuck around for whatever reason after the celebrations, here's the look at the stats at the end of the season. And Bremo top goal scorer, who's surprised? Bacola second. It's nice that you can actually see lone player stats. Mainu did pretty well for Newcastle. Too bad we won't be seeing him at United. Bellingham didn't get too many goals, but he did only come in January. Bacola leading the assist charts, and then Tielemans in second. A lot of 90 overall players. This is what the squad ended up looking like. That won Man United the Premier League. So United, take notes. These are who you sign if you want to win the Prem.
Let me know if you guys like these kinds of videos and want more similar kind of videos. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.
In this world of CB Hollow, 7 minds will always follow. For that short time of the Apollo into the bag, stealing and borrow. I'm not the king of sorrow. I don't know weakness. I won't show like Jacob. I will blow. Disregard your so being past tails like I've been up here, bro.